All right. Strangely, I never seem to get any copyright notices for those sorts of remixes. Oh, Epic Games. That means Alan Wake could be in Fortnite. I said that, but I don't actually know. All right. So actually forgot to install the game on my PS5. So it's installing in the background. Give me 1 second. I believe he is in Fortnite. I was looking at. What did they do to you? Hello? Alan, you're not looking so good lately. So I played, I think we got close to the end of episode 1 the last time that I tried to play this, which is when someone from the dev team popped in to say some stuff. Let's go with normal.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a
But
writer.
I remember getting Max Payne 1 and 2 vibes from this game because I didn't realize it was the same people. And I never played the original version. I've only played this
Always had a
remastered
vivid
one.
imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards.
They put stuff up my butt.
So yes, it began with a dream.
No.
Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember.
Finland's hottest dad, huh?
Down a coastal road to get there.
Well, the only two things I know about the remaster
I'd seen the hitchhiker too late.
are that I believe they changed the guy's face, or Alan Wake's face. I might be wrong about that.
He was dead.
His face was different before, from what I understand.
See Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone. I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
Okay. The other thing I know is that originally the batteries were product placement for, was it Energizer or Duracell? That's the only other thing I know. Not very well thought out product placement because the batteries run out in 2 seconds. Horizon. That I
I had to go to the lighthouse.
that I
There
didn't
was
know.
something important waiting for me there.
That's just one of the the necessities of doing business sometimes.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you could just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama? You're in this story now.
This is why you don't meet fans.
You missed your deadline! Damn. You can't stop me!
Whoop. He's schmoving. Look at
I
him.
realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own? Please.
That is interesting. That's something I would try to do, I think. Do I know you? My best friend. No.
Oh no! Stop! No! Damn it, die! No! No!
I'm here to ask you some questions.
I was trapped. There was no way out. The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
You see Tom the Poet. Oh, there we go.
Follow the light. You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
I don't remember exactly where I left off when I played this last,
Must go into
so I'll have to. Hello, it's me, God. So I have to see exactly.
I have something
I have to
important
call it when
tell
I
you.
see it.
It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper.
I think after I get to the point that I haven't seen before, where we can,
and more serene. To its
I can be
ports
led a
eye-
little more blind.
To its ports eye beam. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light.
Thank you, Alan.
To teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light.
That flashlight came straight from heaven.
We did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Now you'll
That's what I remember, is that the combat took a little getting used to.
That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
You led me this way, and now I'm gonna
Later.
This isn't witch.
Ah, right away. Come over here. Oh well. He's doing better than I would.
Just like
I would make it 150 feet and then collapse.
I can keep this up forever.
They don't like that I was writing furry smut to pay the bills. That seems like something that someone who dresses like this would do. That video you sent me of Max Payne's birthday, I don't know why Sam Lake's actual voice surprised me, even though it shouldn't have, because I knew he was Finnish, but... Oh, come on. What's extras in here? Okay. I did think it was kind of adorable. Okay. Let me see. Let me see where the download is at. How much time we need to kill. It can't be more than like... Okay. It's only like 3 or 4 minutes, so I'm gonna play one more KK Slider jam. I thought installing this was going to be a lot worse than it was. Because with PS5, like, it's really inconsistent how long shit takes. And I don't think it's I don't think it's completely related to the quality of my internet connection. My internet's not great. What is it? Well, this is 30 gigabytes, so like 25 minutes is actually pretty good. Having lived through far worse times. At least. Frankly, now that I do the streaming thing, it's become kind of important. But before then, I could just deal with installations taking as long as they take. Now it's like becomes kind of a bit of a stymie. Okay. Back we go.
Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off.
It's still a dream. Her hair doesn't move.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Oh. Well, current Alice's face doesn't fully escape the fish allegations, but let me take a look. Oh wait, no, I shouldn't look that up, actually.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Also,
Sure. I'll even give you a title.
women looking like a fish is also pretty common in games from this era.
Hi.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife, if you don't mind me saying.
The fucking
Nice to meet you.
love interest from Assassin's Creed had a bit of that going on.
Recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In
I
fact,
can't hear him over the sound of his clothes.
being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough.
Just a couple more.
Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. See, we made a friend. That's cute.
got it.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back.
You want to say that to my face, pal?
And you call me if there's a problem, okay?
Let's see.
Okay. Just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You just threatened me, pal?
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
I witnessed a male Karen at
Come on, let's
the
get out of
grocery
the car.
store the other day. Me and my dad did, rather. And he was getting in a confrontation, and what I noticed about male Karens is that their favorite like threatening word to use is pal. They're always like, you're gonna want to back off, pal.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
That's what I was thinking about. Is that
Alan?
it's exactly that one. I'm not your guy, pal.
Go on.
I've had that stuck in my head because I saw the Palinator.
I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi,
I'm not your buddy, friend.
I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God. I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here.
Be interested to see that.
Okay, good for you.
I wasn't sure how closely this was like modeled after everything.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, because it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
Right. So much for a quiet vacation. Yeah, that makes two of us. I wasn't ready to leave. I needed to find Carl Stuckey to get the key to the cabin.
Are you staying
He
out
looks
late?
constipated in this cutout.
Believe it. I'm having a conversation with Alan Wake.
I started watching Twin Peaks recently, actually, like unrelated to anything else, but I fell behind on it.
I can show you the town if you want. I get off work at 6.
Thanks, Rose. We'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Rose is down so bad.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself.
Well, it was in response to David Lynch's passing, was why I started watching it,
Yeah. Are you serious?
and I made it into like 3 or 4 episodes in.
Disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable. It does that. Get stuck. Yeah. You need to give it a good solid whack. Now that's what I'm talking about.
That is the kind of quick time event Kratos would be proud of.
This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
I've never seen it before, I don't think.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find...
He's not that young.
To get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did.
That woman looks like one of my aunts.
Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
You better be pooping in there.
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come.
Oh yeah,
back
the log lady.
you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
Is that fucking Nicole Horn's actress?
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
Oh.
This really ought to be fixed. And then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station. It's been too long already.
I hadn't seen her leave, but the old lady was gone.
I mean, that's not actually that mysterious because that's an exit, but sure.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid! Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah, splendid, splendid. It's been a long time, Tom. Good to see you. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a bottle on you, would you, Tom?
I wish.
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Sure thing.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished.
I do not like the way that she blinks.
My hero. I got some flash.
It's like she has to focus on blinking correctly.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
He was taking the biggest shit of his life in there.
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Pat Main here on KBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since my last book.
I don't think they should be pressuring him like this.
And now the weather.
Even she's doing it.
Clear night, so you folks from the big city might want to look up every once in a while. See those stars winking down at you? It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
I would never go down there. We would have to stay somewhere else.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
Interesting. They could at least wait to pester him about the writing until the vacation's over. Or until after the vacation starts.
Stars in there. We need lights.
Either of those would be fine.
Power on, honey?
Hello? Anyone here? For a moment, the oppressive feel of the nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned. Damn.
That owl never saw it coming.
I needed to get the power running in the cabin. There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island.
Big Daddy. No. I guess that's true. I don't remember when this was, but during one stream there was like a guy in a diving suit and I said Big Daddy. And that was very concerning to someone who apparently had never heard of BioShock before. And it made me realize that does actually sound very strange now that I think about it. I mean, it's also not that different from the kind of shit I say anyway. Keeping an eye on you, chair.
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. Famous artist, no less. We'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now let's go to the phones. Caller, you're on KBF-FM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Why, hello, Rose. What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it? He's my favorite writer.
Well, Rose, I
just saw him at the diner. Oh, I am so excited he's here.
I'm sure he's glad to be here, too. Well, folks, I guess the secret's out. This is Pat.
He didn't do a good job keeping the secret either. He could have.
So much for keeping a low profile.
He didn't need to mention that there was a famous artist at all. I know that this is most likely not the way to the power.
The water was clear but dark. It looked very deep.
Someday, Alan Wake is going to tell me something that I don't already know, but that's not today. I don't remember what he said when we came in here, because I was probably talking over it. This is probably one of those crankable generators. Well, what I do remember from the last time I played this is that the first time I activated the radio, I think by accident, and then I went back inside, so I missed it entirely. Is it around the back?
The power cable goes to that shed over there.
Ooh, it comes with a free drink. Oh.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Oh, this is why he was added to Dead by Daylight. I see. He already had the expertise.
The lights are on. Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
The island had... It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here. Sight for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
Again, bugging him before the vacation actually started was like a little out of line. This jump button makes me nervous.
Alice? Honey?
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
I've House of Leaves has been on my list before.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of
Hello?
scenery would get you past.
Damn it, Alice, you...
Did she put that on to like so that he'd be more cooperative?
Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
What the fuck?
Not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Don't, just don't. I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice. God damn it. I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think.
Hey man, you want to see my fish mouth? Okay, this this being a cover to put him in like a treatment facility is like really out of line. I know things aren't great, but Jesus.
The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
The treatment's not gonna work if he's coerced into it.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
Oh no.
What the hell? Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Something makes me want to say that we never got past this part for some reason. Maybe I had to cancel.
Alice?
Wait, no, we did go through the forest. That's right.
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible...
I remember I was confused by the episodic presentation, and I took that to mean that it was released in episodes.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
It's a very punchable face. No, that's what the guy said. Is that it was released all at once, and they were just homaging TV again.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil.
I don't remember what he said his role on the game was.
I didn't like it,
but he was pretty nice.
I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either. The gas station.
And I have no idea if that VOD is saved anywhere.
It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Maybe. That was over a year ago, I think. It was very flattering, is basically what I'm getting at. Because I was just I had like one or two chatters, and they just popped in.
Hello? Is someone there? The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it.
Oh, that's right.
On the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Ooh. Oh, some of these... Okay. It sounds like some of these are like from later. So I don't want to read that.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
That doesn't look like a good sign at all.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident. Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square. Fair and square.
This is why we don't use Airbnb.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like...
So it sounds like it saves all the ones you've had from every playthrough. So I think we'll look at these once we beat episode 1. I do remember saying that regarding later in the game that this speech gimmick that they're using for the enemies is like, it's insane to me that it's actually working and not the dumbest shit you've ever seen.
During your trying, it's the latest thing. Incontestably proven health
Yes.
let you
Great Falls Sheriff Station. How may I...
stone
Hello? Hello?
Keep those cholesterol.
I'll keep that in mind then.
This is bad.
Whoa, excuse me.
More of them.
Hey. My mommy said you had to be nice to me.
My head pounded with a concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming...
Alan, I wouldn't write that down. I just killed somebody. It was fucked up.
Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
I know that the flare gun is like the rocket launcher of this game. So we're gonna save that. I also doubt that I got, because I only played the first episode of this, that I got any crazy manuscript pages. You could have just flipped the switch.
The Dark Forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
It's rabbit season.
The emergency kits only have batteries and handgun ammo in them. I apologize for my sister's dog. She's under the impression that someone cares.
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now, she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life.
Oh!
She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
She's technically a mutt, but she looks like a Rottweiler crossed with like a Greyhound. I'll post pictures later. Basically the last dog that should have severe anxiety, but she very much does.
What the hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Well, he realized when he was looking at the water that he had to cross the water. Amazing. There's very interesting walking techniques.
Stucky was still out there. Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that. Not sleeping, messed up.
My sister has to put a special shirt on her and put on cartoons for her when it's storming out.
In the dark, stalking me.
I mean, that concern for your friends would be a lot... is probably genuine, but it would seem more so if he wasn't also your client. None of our cats have been like that. Obviously, I'm coming into this game over a decade later, like 15 years later, but the Energizer thing I would have thought was like weird product placement at the time. What does this say? Oh, I see. That's what it was pointing at. The most obtrusive product placement in a game is probably Death Stranding. The weirdest product placement is probably Final Fantasy 15. Well, when I say that, I find that people don't even know specifically what I'm referring to. Because in Final Fantasy 15, in the first town that you start in, you go to the item store, the fucking convenience store, and there's an American Express sticker on it to let you know that American Express credit cards are accepted. No, the Coleman brand stuff is also weird. But American Express in a fantasy world without an America. I don't think it gets weirder than that.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
I also just don't... I know some people don't necessarily think that it automatically takes you out of the experience. But for me, it always does whenever you're in a game and there's a real poster. I much prefer fake posters and shit. Well, actually, Death Stranding is probably weirder now that I think about it. It's more in your face, and it's also a lot stranger. I did not know that flare gun was equipped. That's something that I do remember is that it equips you the weapon of the ammo you just found, which usually means that it just switches you to the flare gun.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
Oh, I think it was removed in the definitive edition. But it's also not the only thing. Because whenever you would go shower, there was an ad for some show on AMC that Norman Reedus was in. Because it's Kojima, like, you can't be sure at first if that's like if that was a mandate or if it was his idea to have product placement prominently displayed. Okay, this I do remember. We gotta find the way to move this. This is where we just were, of course. Really? Because I saw it a lot, not that I played it very far. Norman Reedus and his incredible fetus. This seems like a very dangerous thing to just leave out in the open. Norman Reedus' sexy hiking.
I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep.
Well, I would hope not.
The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and it would keep you company all night long if I weren't. It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkies.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it.
Toby, no!
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but...
This is a call to action for Toby.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
Well, that's just pointing back to the cache we just discovered.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Barry Burster.
When you were yesterday, when you were telling me about the Knights of the Old Republic remake, I wasn't following it that closely, but I'm very glad that that original developer that you were telling me about lost it. Because it low-key sounded like a money laundering operation. I imagine that it was probably something more mundane in just that they had I think that they probably gave fake progress reports, and what they showed was nowhere near what they said they had. I think it's just something boring like that.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
They probably told them that they had something ready for like beta testing, but it was still very much in alpha. It was probably something like that. I'm not a game developer. But I I'm guessing it was less to do with the actual quality of what was presented, and more just an outright lie about what would be presented. Sony, from from what I've heard lately, is pretty weird about what it expects from its studios. But I really don't think that they presented anything worthy of not being fired on the spot. Hey Bob, why are we putting these chests everywhere? Shut up, Bill. I don't remember asking you anything. If somehow they had kept hold of that game, I probably, assuming I had been made aware of it, I think that's the kind of thing I would feel compelled to boycott if they were petitioning the Saudi royal family for funding. That makes me think that there was that there was something shady as shit going on. I know the real answer is that they overspent on the studios they bought, but that's also pretty shady.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation.
Call our institute something less gay, please.
This is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, suicide. Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right? Please, please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, two new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did.
This man isn't actually the professor here.
Ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen.
Oh, it's about to be an epic prank.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Poor Dr. Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. Night Springs.
That's pretty close to what I remember from my college semester.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help, but I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Come here. I see you. I... Goddamn Carl Stuckey. I think that's who this is. Carl!
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come, assuming I'd reached the lights of the gas station alive.
Let's see.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice. After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself. Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror.
Good old Stucky.
He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him. The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
That's what I was confused about. Because it seems like the manuscripts are just straight up spoiling stuff.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
Keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this.
Or perhaps this isn't the kind of story where spoiling it...
Was I losing my mind?
...spoils that much. I don't know. Bucktooth Charlie is what they called me in high school. That's not true.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
We don't have a lot of luck with female cops.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Guess I'll keep reading them as they pop up. So I think I stopped at this climax here.
A candy-colored clown they call the Sandman tiptoes to my room every night and Just to sprinkle stardust and to whisper, go to sleep, everything is alright. I close my eyes, then I drift away into the magic night. I softly say a silent prayer, like dreams.
Sure thing.
Previously on Alan Wake.
I'd like to see the secret
My
thing.
wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight
The
from
monsters saw her in her booty underwear and took her.
Sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Her most powerful negotiation tactic. You know how some people, some people in your life that just look like weird aliens when they shave?
Here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Coffee's on.
I am also kind of one of those people.
I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
I also just greatly dislike shaving, so I go like 2 or 3 months at a time without messing with it. His study. Sure thing.
This was a late goodbye.
Yeah.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
I think I actually might have found this secret on my own, because I tend to do everything except what the game tells you to do.
Revenge. It had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy.
Gruesome Slushy is actually the name of my garage band.
Leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city. Becoming one with it. I can see them.
That sounds about right. Oh no, the radio's going off. That means there's monsters nearby. Max Payne is killing 2,000 people down there as we speak.
The continuing freezing rain and heavy snowfall have necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area. People are advised to stay indoors, as many roadways are already closed, and city officials are not expecting snow crews to keep up with the weather. We're now on the 3rd day of the blizzard, and the weather is not expected to clear up anytime soon.
I'm thinking about how, well, what's his name? Neil Blomkamp. I think that's his name. The guy who directed District 9 and shit like that. He was contacted by the Board of Tourism for Johannesburg, South Africa, where he's from and sets a lot of his stuff, and they told him to cut it out because it was making them look bad. And that's what I think that every story set in New York City does. Want to go on the balcony? That's what I heard a long time ago.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Alan has like a special constipated face that he puts on for photo shoots.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan! Please check the fuse box!
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry!
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
Does this bother you?
I'm sorry.
I'm not touching you. Does this bother you?
Spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Man, my partner doesn't react that well when I use that line on them. What has he got that I ain't got?
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see
What?
me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife.
It kind of came across like, because he mentioned the island, that she doesn't fully believe that his wife is missing, and I don't know why.
Take a look at the cut in my head. I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe
That's
it.
extremely gross. Thank you.
But she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
All right.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the parade float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Gotta find Stucky.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
I gathered that. Hey. Oh no, members of the dev team are missing.
Come in, Mr. Wake.
Alright, what did you say?
Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now. Your phone, Mr. Wake?
Can't totally see what that says.
Make sure you don't forget your phone.
I'm gonna screen cap that.
Grab your phone, Mr. Wake. We have a lot to talk about.
Chill out. Second. I couldn't read it too clearly. So we're zooming in and enhancing. think that says Federal Bureau of Control. Oh, thank God. I can keep this ruse going up that I know how to read.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up.
They're
I need to take this.
They sent her a letter about her Play-Doh face.
Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing
Mr.
stupid,
Wake, can I help you with anything?
We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the light? The light's on! The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here. Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're alright. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk.
That makes up for my murder of Carl Stuckey.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the Dark Presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Hairbreaker looks like she took too much Botox.
Drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left." The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deerfest float.
I mean, Alan doesn't fully look like a real person either.
Save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. The kidnapper fired.
He meant business, unlike those other kidnappers.
Into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take.
If you know that this guy is a
Let's cut the act.
ban evader, why do you keep publishing their messages? I know it's not the same guy, but they always say that it's a suspicious user, but then they just let the spam go through anyway.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's
The one time it actually did block a user from chatting, it was someone that I didn't actually know and popped in just to say hi. And I had to figure out how to unban somebody. Alan, are you drunk? I've never seen someone so consistently fail at climbing a fence. Oh, I thought he was dead.
That reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my! Take it easy.
Oh no, it's Shorts Man.
Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone.
That man's strip is godlike.
But when he heard about
It's so good.
The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee.
Alan, don't be rude.
Looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself.
If I listen to myself, then I'll sound crazy.
What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? Are you high? Have you been
God, I
drinking?
wish.
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's
understand
just...
what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
I don't want to talk to Rusty.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Hell, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Max is in a lot of pain.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
Can we talk about the kidnapping later?
Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Barry could have chosen to dress like anything, and he chose that outfit. He's the bravest man I know.
This is the form you wanted?
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude...
What's wrong with your hands?
...into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long...
Barry never could move right ever since the stroke.
...healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you.
Barry,
okay?
that's not quite how bones
Thanks
work.
for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
It did, before I learned that it was actually, like, just a full game released by itself, it did seem to kind of follow an episodic structure, the way that games are released episodically.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her.
More, beyond just them cutting into it, it seemed to actually be structured that way.
He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Achoo! Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
Hey, does this bother you?
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
It comes with a free fish.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Okay, get in the... For a second, I thought it wasn't going to let me get in the car.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Is there driving physics?
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
Walking is for losers.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Who was that?
No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Bat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Didn't even try to call your attention to that guy in the window.
Exercise. Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
All right. God. I know you can't see that, but one of the lights on my ceiling fan started flickering. That scared the shit out of me. That's not funny, God. Did running into that tire swing cause an earthquake? Oh boy, more TV.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took your kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Okay. Possibly, my ADD was going haywire the last time I tried to play this, and I was like, this is going on for more than 30 seconds, I don't care.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled.
Not Rusty!
Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
At least Max is okay.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please!
Head injuries don't make you tired. Good old Barry.
Hello?
Back here. I'm back here.
Mr. Wake? Oh, hell?
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Rusty.
Whoever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
I don't know if that's true, Alan. I keep almost calling him Max. Oh, hang on.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
I would be very upset that this author I just met was writing fic about me. And it isn't even that sexy.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe. Too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
Rusty, my best friend.
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness. Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please, don't feed the animals.
Well, shit. There goes my suspect.
Fishing is only permitted for those visitors who purchase a park license. Obey
The park ranger's instructions.
at all times.
Rusty? Rusty, no!
Never. Two bears and wolves never approach any other wildlife closer than. Pets must be leashed.
At all times.
It is
Come on. Holy moly. No, just scoop up big handfuls of the ammo, put it in your coat. I wasn't looking. Do it again. Alan Wake is really shitty at climbing things.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
I don't think Barry was going to open the door. We've recruited Barry to our cause.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Okay. That was too much information about Rusty. Barry, our greatest ally.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
To be fair, that typically happens to people named Rusty. I've never seen a person named Rusty that wasn't disemboweled by a creature. There was a kid in school one time when this was like probably like 3rd grade. He brought, I don't think he knew what it was, but he brought some jars in from his dad's garage. And he dared like me and some other kid to drink it, and we did, and it was moonshine. It was a bad day. I was apparently completely wasted because I like drank half of it or something. It was a double dare. There are codes of conduct we must all abide by. No! It switched me to the fucking flare gun again. I didn't know it was gonna taste like turbo ass. I thought it was just weird water. And they just called my mom, and you're like, you need to come get him. Your 7-year-old is completely shit-faced. Good job. Oh dear. Yes. But I don't think they got suspended. I think his dad just got pissed at him. Even though his dad's the one that didn't lock up the moonshine. I also remembered this story a few months ago of where I don't remember what the impetus was for it, but I was using like roots from the big tree, one of the big trees that was in the playground, and I was like making Stone Age weapons. I made little knives, and I was selling them to other kids for like $0.25. I think I was just really bored, and somebody said they would give me $0.25 for it. And then suddenly it became an arms race because no one wants to be the person without a knife. And that came to a very abrupt end. I think like 3 days into it, when someone noticed that that half the kids were walking around with homemade knives. And no, I didn't get in any trouble for it because I never, I guess no one ever said where they got them from, and another kid actually took credit for making them. I don't know why, but I successfully eluded the justice system.
turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock.
Yeah. We learned about the symbols last episode, Wake. But I remember being very confused as to why another kid decided to claim he was the one responsible when all it did was get him in trouble. Then I was like, I guess. I wasn't trying to, like, dodge responsibility, but if you're gonna do that, then sure. Damn it. I don't have the perfect hang of the combat yet. I'll admit that for free. And it does fit that someone like Alan Wake would be super shit at it, but oh, is there a goodie over here? It must have been very alarming to be a teacher or be whoever, and see these these like third graders walking around with like little stone axes like they're cavemen. What the fuck is going on? Hey man, I just sell them. I don't make them use them. That's all on them.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Agent Nightingale. Well, this is going to be one of those kind of sequences. I'm a little underprepared. I might take a look at that book. I don't know. Right now, we got other problems. We're gonna need a couple more bandages.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
I thought he was gonna give me one of those, like, super flashlights that they sell on TV. Like, he's like, can your flashlight survive being run over by a bulldozer?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up! That's what I got for you!
There we go. Holy shit. It's not even over.
Lover's Peak. Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold on, damn it. Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe.
Did I do something to you, guy?
Better get ready. They'll be on us soon. This is it, Wake. Last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
Hang on. I know it's a thermos when I sees one. Well, I should have seen that coming.
Last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
I paid for that thermos with my life.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
Let's go. Bring it.
Please shoot some people. Why is this guy so bad at gun?
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were going to say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're going to bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her and I'll...
Interesting. He wants to use our writer powers.
You're gonna give me the manuscript or you'll be sorry! No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here! He had Alice. On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now. And he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Barry is our HQ.
Rusty had warned me about these traps. It hurt like hell. I was stuck.
I thought that was a manuscript. But since that's the way it wants me to go, let's see what's over here first. Oh no, that just goes nowhere. I can't believe Duck Dynasty betrayed us. starting to get a little bit more of a hang of the combat, I think. No, you're good. We're still here with the fucking Duck Dynasty looking guy. I guess he doesn't look that much like Duck Dynasty, but he has all the apparel. He looks like every fourth person I see around town. Fuck you, Dad! No, he's probably not one of those kind of writers. It would be funny if this generator minigame was the only reason that they added him to Dead by Daylight.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up.
Oh, it's been almost 3 hours.
That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Okay. So if we, I'm gonna see, where we're at the 3 hour mark. Because I have a feeling that making it to the end of this episode is not gonna be gonna be mutually exclusive with having a good sleep schedule. No one was taking the missing Alice seriously. Even though she's clearly missing. It doesn't matter if he's talking crazy, because she's clearly gone. I just got rid of you. No. Barry was talking about Alice, and Barry would never lie to us. Barry is a ride or die homie. Continuing the trend of berries in video games having puffy red jackets. It was almost a Jill sandwich. Ow. Ow, I tripped on a Lego. Ow. Have a boo-boo.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always
mighty
weird.
snort.
Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Hold the phone. Oh, I see. The puzzle was knock shit over.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Oh no, Barry's in danger. I'd like to believe that... Oh, wait, no. That guy... That psychiatrist guy... They said he was there to pick up the two... I was gonna say, I hope that the two rocker guys are still playing lime in the coconut. But no. They got turned in... by filthy pigs.
Beware of Widowmakers.
Huh. Oh, bye.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural.
But the psychiatrist guy is definitely going to get eviscerated by monsters. Thanks, Big Pharma. I don't know. I'm disappointed because come on. I'm disappointed because I had Nightbot set up with a quote command, and I had like 40 quotes that you could just call up, but Nightbot apparently just ate that command and it's gone. And I only remember like 8 or 7 of them. Stream Elements also stopped cooperating, but I was looking to replace that in my loadout anyway. Because they're a cartoonishly evil company.
Logging is a hazardous occupation.
That was not as hard as the previous big guys.
on my way. Don't open the door.
What, am I crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods. The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it. But it felt all wrong. Call it instinct. His posture. The way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and...
He was no friend, unlike most people that point guns at me.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster.
Oh, we do get to drive.
Were a welcome bonus. I had to find the key to the garage.
Oh, it's somewhere around here.
I needed the garage key to get to the car.
I gathered as much.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
You can love nature and yourself.
Come on. Oh, there is driving. He just like me for real. Are there goodies in here? No. Let's just make a break for it. Oh god. That doesn't seem like the right way, but let's go up here anyway.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Okay.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
If we... After we save Barry, even if that's not the end of the episode, I think we're gonna call it, because we've been going for almost 3 hours. Oh dear, I don't like the sounds of that.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
Unfortunately, there aren't any birds here.
I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Working on it. Holy shit, man.
You can open the door now. They're gone.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry
The
to
best
town
of
to ask
friends.
around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back.
Well, luckily we have several pages, so we can cheat.
For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Took like 8 Ambien. Sorry.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Good girl.
Oh, we're in America. Okay. Consider me up to speed. House of Leaves, even though I'm not much of a book reader, has been on my list for a while. Well, consider me invested, but I think 3 hours is a good length, and we can finish this over the weekend, probably. Let me double check that no one I know is streaming. I haven't felt like raiding into anyone in quite a while, but it does not seem to be the case. Well, yeah, thank you for keeping me company, Sage. You're a real one. But yeah, everybody take easy and stay safe.